What is up, guys? Teckel back out here at the pond, and today we're doing an in-depth bait review on a bait that I've been playing around with for a couple months now. It's called the Teckel Bladewalker. So this is a bait that was designed in Japan. It's kind of a new bait, not really a lot of other baits on the market that are gonna perform like this bait does, and I found it to be really good in just a couple of different situations. So as you guys can see right off the bat looking at this bait, the blade is not what you're gonna see on your normal chatterbait or buzzbait. It's a longer blade and it's bent. So what this bait does is it's similar to a buzzbait, but it's going to create a very subtle action on the surface, and it's going to create a bubbling sound, similar to what a buzzbait or a whopper plopper might do, but it's got some great components that I'm going to share with you guys. So first, comes I believe in a 1/2 ounce size. This thing absolutely bombs. You can make a really long cast with it. It has a, I believe, 1/2 ounce head. Comes in a variety of different colors. Right here I got black and blue. Comes in your basic white, green pumpkin, bluegill color, shad pattern, and then the hook I believe is a 4 or a 5/0. It's a legit hook. Fishing this through grass or any targets on the bank where you're going to need to pull those fish out of thick cover is not going to disappoint you. And it's got a pretty light weed guard. It really is not designed for fishing through a lot of grass. I prefer it more for open water. And what I want to talk about today is a very specific setup that I got for this. So this bait I found is really tends to react differently with a lot of different rods. So this is a setup right here that I found to be the most effective. So that's 735 by Dobbins. Champion XP is, it's a stout rod, so you're gonna be able to pull those fish out of cover and get good hook sets on this. But it's also gonna have a little bit of play in the tip. Gonna be great for giving that bait some action. And then 7'3", is ideal for casting distance accuracy, in my opinion. Got paired with a bantam. It really doesn't matter what reel you're gonna pair it with. Just a higher gear ratio is going to be crucial, like an 8.1 to 1 is what I got on here. I like to cover water with this bait, and I like to put either anywhere from 17 to 20 pound fluorocarbon on this. I really don't like braid how it reacts with this bait. This fluorocarbon is going to give this bait a little bit more play, and what you really want to have is that bubbling action in the water, and it's really hard to achieve because this bait, depending on how you reel it, will sink or come up too far. So you really got to keep your rod tip down and focus on that cast and watch that bait and really get it to where you want it to be. I've really found this bait is for open water, fishing around wood, rock, maybe submerged grass where you don't have anything on the top. It's made for short distance casts, so you might be skipping this under a dock or fishing it around laydowns is really where this bait shines. It's definitely a big fish bait. As you guys can see, the profile of this bait is pretty big. And for the trailers on this bait, I really like to go with the fluke style bait. As you guys can see right here, we just got a fluke on it. It's really similar reaction to as a chatterbait. With a jackhammer, you're not going to want to use a bait with a paddle. I really like to use bait with like a fluke style tail. It just reacts better with that blade moving at the same time. It just creates a very lifelike action. And it's great for dirty water, clear water. It has a very subtle action. This bait was designed in Japan, so it was around a lot of pressured fish. And as you guys can see in the video that they made with this bait, they're fishing around shallow wood, and they're getting some nice blow-ups and some nice fish. But overall, a great bait. Just really need to pay attention with the setup that you're using with this bait to get it to perform the way you want it to. But that's an in-depth review of the Teckel Bladewalker, and if you guys want to check it out, just look at the link in my bio, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of the Tackle Box. Thank you.